it had gap.
Or
Anyways,
you can get a topper, maybe. I don't know. They probably make something like a little
that's what I
topper.
mean.
You
Is
can get topper.
no, the deck is rainproof, but the topper also has like side bins that open up on
Yeah,
the
I know what you're
top
talking about. Like
where
the
the
open.
windows are, and those have like a waterproof gasket per se, a dingus apparatus.
I just wanted to let you know that your dress makes me so fuck. You want to know what makes me fucking horny? This 2022 Ford, that guy on
Yeah,
TikTok.
dude.
You know what I'm talking about?
She's like, I am transgender. I am gay. I'm selling a fucking Hellcat.
That guy's so fucking funny. Oh my gosh. Whatever happened to that guy? I stopped seeing his videos.
He ran out of Suboxone and had a
Wonder,
stroke.
wonder if the
Jeez Louise.
wonder if the fucking Toyota company let him off. He went too far.
Hmm.
I don't know,
That guy
man.
is hilarious.
Yeah, he was a really good advertiser. It's like I don't know though, like you you do it for a dealership. It's like that guy who does you ever see the kid who does like the Papa John's videos? And he's like making a Papa John's pizza,
Oh
but
yes, yes.
and he's like, and now we're putting on that delicious Papa John's cheese. It's like, bro, stop being such a fucking company man for a
Yeah,
corporation.
yeah.
Maybe
Some
I
people, some
mean,
people, some people love the thrill of the pie. You know what I'm saying? They
yeah,
love
maybe
the.
he's getting the bag. Maybe you gotta let him get his bag.
Stand up pod tonight, Aaron, or what? What's going on?
He's,
I don't know, dude.
Pacing,
he's,
dude. It looks like
I'm
someone's gonna
antsy.
kill you tonight or something.
I'm
You're waiting
antsy.
for
ah,
a hitman to come in.
he's doing, bro.
Well, welcome
Maybe.
back.
Just feeling it out,
Another episode of Figure Out's Finest Hour with the fucking boys. We're all
Aaron,
here waiting for Aaron to
he's,
get executed by his hitman. Walking to the top.
there's a person with a gun behind the camera right now.
Dude, Chris, I will say too, your mustache looks fucking incredible right now.
Does it?
On cam, dude, it looks like you're wearing something. Like it's fake. It looks really good.
It's got a wide. Got a wide set on him.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I'm
awesome.
rocking. I call it the offset,
Yeah,
you know.
like two
But
chihuahuas
We've
kissing.
we've got the state cop that
yeah,
was
I got the
bullied in
fucking.
high school for not having facial hair, mustaches.
You can snore. I can find some grass around here. No,
Chris,
I'm
you got to start wearing trucker hats, like
love that.
exclusively mesh back trucker caps, and get a rat tail, dude. You should grow a rat tail. It'll be
Close,
sick.
close. I should do it.
Maybe I'll try growing a rat tail. You
Yeah.
guys remember rat tails?
Yeah, I do. In a
Yeah.
specific region near our high school, I remember rat tails very vividly.
What
It is,
reason are you
it is,
talking
Neighboring
about?
towns,
it is kind of a regional haircut if you think about it.
a couple rat tails in a town that starts with a W.
Best fucking.
Anyways, weekends,
Just chuck a rat tail on.
dude. I had
We're in red tail country.
I had a great weekend. I
Did
actually
you?
did something. Yeah. Molly and I actually did something. We went to the Northern hockey game. Had box suites from her work that she won in like a drawing. Northern's terrible, by the way. Their hockey team is.
What was the hot dog count?
It was rough. It was rough. I actually didn't have any hot dogs. There was a
Really?
waitress that would come in and like ask us if we needed anything. Did not even take the opportunity to do it. Have somebody self-serve me some
What?
fucking Barry Event Center dogs.
Could you? Yes, I'd like your finest nachos, please. Chips
I
and
did.
cheese,
There was a
Broomhill.
little superiority in the old. I felt very superior walking out of like because the booth opens up, the suite opens up at like the concourse or like the concession stand is. So I'd
Yeah.
walk out like fucking peasants, like these fuckers going back to their seats.
Look at these people. They probably paid fucking $8 for their.
Yeah, I think it's like $20 for a Northern game. But yeah, they're terrible. They're ass, dude.
Dude.
They played Arizona State. They're young. They're young though. It's like a full freshman that team is, but it was
Mm.
bad hockey.
Oh,
We had Lennon and I didn't it was tied up 1-1 when we left, but it was a brutal 1-1. It was like a goal in the first 30 seconds and then a goal at like the end or the middle of the third period to tie it. It was just a long shitty game. And then right when we
mm.
left, Arizona State buried 2 goals, so didn't really
That's,
miss anything.
yeah.
But we
That sounds
also
like time though.
Yeah,
It's-
we actually did something for once.
I've actually always wanted to go to. I haven't gone to a Wildcats game in a long time. It's a good place to watch hockey, nonetheless.
Yeah, I like the Barrie Event Center. There was nobody there though. It was fucking ghost town, dude. It looked like a fucking AA Mites game out there.
One thing I'll
It's
say
like
about
Jesus.
oh yeah, dude. One thing I'll say about that rink is the ice is fucking soft. I remember playing there a few times, and you guys remember how soft that fucking ice was? I feel like every
Yeah.
time we played at that center, you were like half speed. You're skating twice as hard. You're just like fucking dogging it because the ice is like fucking
Butter.
yeah, like an indoor rinks, man. Anyways, what else?
Glorified pond hockey out there.
Then the next
Yeah.
then the next day we went to the last farmers market and ran into a couple Brads and Chads and some Nature Valleys down by the
Pat
farmers
Murphy's.
market.
Of
Got
course.
some
Fuck
shit.
Coach.
But I want to showcase this place. I didn't even know it fucking existed. It's a fish
Place I like to call McDonald's.
it's a fish shop and
What's it called?
it's called Thrills Fish House and it's down by Lower Harbor and it has fresh caught Lake Superior. You know, there's whitefish, they have salmon, there's a bunch of shit. Down by the harbor, it's behind like this boat yacht or this yacht club down
they
Lower
smoke?
Harbor. So much inside, like so much smoked stuff. There's dips. There's just fresh fish. It smells like ass because it's it's a real. You can see
Hills.
you can see the guys in the background, working away. But shout
Well, I
out
might-
to the
yep.
Phil's Fish House, and then Molly made, we got fresh whitefish, and she made whitefish tacos with it, and it was delicious.
Nice. I'd
But
be interested to have some smoked whitefish. That's
Yeah,
just
it was there. I wanted to either get smoked salmon or smoked whitefish, and we just
I
got
would
the
always
regular
go,
stuff.
I would always go smoked whitefish over smoked salmon.
Yeah,
Personally,
for real.
that shit's fucking banging.
Smoked
I
fish
feel like it
is
depends where you go though. Like, I don't
yeah.
know.
But it was the shout out to Phil's. It was I didn't know it was down there, so I know we have Marquette listeners. If you didn't know, fresh fish, it was amazing.
I actually might be called Tills. You might be disrespecting them.
Tills.
I've seen the THIL in the UP and they call it Till instead of Phil.
Oh, okay.
Like Tin Lizzy.
Or like the Thule brand, THULE. You know, that TH sometimes isn't always a th. Okay. So just saying.
So we went to a game and the market, and that was it. That was our fucking fun.
That sounds like a shit week.
And I came back and just did
For
nothing,
sure.
just rotted on the couch, and then
You raw dogged a Sunday NFL football, no TV, no games, no couch.
middle of the living room, just
Silence
wait,
on the couch. Look
till
out the
eight.
window.
wait for updates from Aaron.
Oh my-
Okay,
You-
we
you
need
were
to
in
address
fucking-
this. We need
you
to
were-
address this.
Why are you cooking them so hard? I can't. What
So
happened?
Aaron is like my dad, where we're doing something and he just says what we're doing like out loud. Like we will be watching a game and they don't convert on third down. My dad's like, "Oh, well they're going to have to punt here." It's like, "Yep, they're on their own 10." Like it's probably it's
To clarify the listeners, I said as soon as the Packers won, I said, "Oh, Packers squeaked one," because the last week they did the same exact shit, and I was just kind of throwing it out there. I was quiet in the chat all day, and that was
I know
one
what
of the
it
first
was.
things I said.
It was a
And-
52-14 Lions victory that made you be like, "Oh, Packers just squeaked one
No,
out."
I'm not like that, dude. You should
Okay,
know.
all right.
I mean, though.
I watch
you know
football
I'm- you
from
know I'm not-
7 a.m. till midnight on Sundays.
You know
Every
I'm not
game,
like
every
that. Come on.
second. You don't think I knew the Packers sucked dick against the Jaguars and
That's
barely
not
won?
what that's
I
not what
fucking know
meant.
that.
No, dude, you got it all wrong. I'm not joking. You got it
That's
all
why I said straight up. You're just salty because you guys got fucking.
Yeah,
I know that. You don't need to tell me.
Chris added insult to injury there. I was.
Oh,
just
I know.
simply saying, "Oh,
I
they
know.
squeaked
I
it."
knew once I said it, I knew that Chris would say something. Just like keep it going because I know
You
he
were
does.
just in
He
there.
does.
He
He's
was
like
in there just praying for a fight.
he's
dude.
like my dad in our group chat with our
Some
dads.
motherfucker say some motherfucker.
But I was more just like me knowing that the Packers just looked like dog shit and
Dylan-
the Lions
Dylan-
won by 50 and Aaron was just like, "Oh, they squeaked one out." That is
Like
what
the-
exactly what that was.
No, it wasn't, dude.
And of course, now
don't
Jordan
fucking
Love's
push-
fucked up for the game this week.
Praise God. Malik Willis might do, I don't know. I like
The only reason why he's good is because we do plays that we don't usually run, so the defense has no idea what's going on.
I see.
I honestly
Honestly,
think that they shouldn't even been playing Love, dude. The past couple weeks, they should have let him sit 2 more weeks.
Yeah, playing the fucking Ironwood
Like it-
Red Devils and just squeaking out with the fucking. Who'd we play? Who'd they play
I
last week
know it
again?
sucks, but damn.
That's Purple
Well,
Hornet.
it was the Vikings last week.
Well, no, not the Packers. Oh, the Texans. It was the Texans. They
Oh, yeah.
squeaked Texans and Jaguars. So it's Texans game. I'm fine with the last second field goal.
Texans, I don't know, man. Like it, I feel like every time you have a good football team, like there's always those games where it's just like, what the
Oh yeah.
fuck?
Oh yeah.
Like
I mean,
what?
the Chiefs struggled with the
like, what-
Raiders until the fourth quarter.
Bro, I thought the
There's always
Titans
games like that.
against the Lions because they're 1-5. Like those guys were due for a win. I thought they were gonna come out and do
That's what's
something.
awesome about football, though. That's
They're
why
also-
I like the NFL a lot because like you just don't know what game you're
Yeah.
gonna get that day.
They're all
Yeah, the
professionals.
Browns just beat the Ravens.
Then
but-
there's just some games where it's just like you just know the Lions are gonna drop like at least 30, and then they just drop like 50. Was it 54?
yeah, it's 52.
Yeah. 52? Yeah, 52-14.
Just disgusting. Mason Rudolph. That's what he gets for saying the N-word, dude. That's what he gets for fucking
Oh, he was throwing
Dude,
around
he
hard
was-
R's.
Carving you guys up in the first half, though.
Yeah, they were playing with reckless abandon. That's when I
Jeez.
first turned it on. I was like, "Oh, this is not."
Fucking
good.
Ridley had like 12 catches for like 200 yards.
These
Yeah.
like death row inmates that are playing that have nothing left to lose. It's fucking.
Joes versus Cons or whatever they
And then they threw out the Make-A-Wish kids for their or punt coverage. That was
Dude.
abysmal.
Yeah, Raymond almost broke the. He was 19 yards short of the record or whatever.
You know
the
what,
fourth
man?
return, I was like, "No way, these guys are so fucking bad."
Yeah, it was. I was watching Red Zone, so I had the Packer game on my main TV, and then the Lion or just seeing Lions updates from
it
Red
was like
Zone, and since
93.
they scored a lot, I was seeing quite a bit. And he kept showing the returns, and I was just like, "What in the fuck are these
like-
guys?" Every
like
time it
watching-
showed the Lions, they were breaking a punt return. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
What about that fucking Commanders game though?
Yeah, that was insane. I mean, we can
Oh
all,
my god, dude!
as literally Packer, Lions, Vikings fan in the chat, we
Oh,
can
Did
all.
you fucking see
can all
the
laugh
video
at that.
that defensive back? He was like taunting the crowd.
Yes. And then he
He was
was
like,
the
yeah,
one
so
who
he was
tipped the
like-
ball.
Yeah. Did you guys see it? Did you guys see it? Aaron, did you see
No,
it?
I have not seen it. I have not seen it.
Oh, you guys haven't. So basically, it was like the perspective. Someone was recording it in the stands, obviously, but it was like a video of like the Bears like safety. He was like fucking flipping the fans off and shit, like laughing at him. 'Cause,
During
like,
the
game
play.
was basically during like it was like literally as the guy got the ball. What was the guy's name?
Jade
the-
Daniels.
Dane Daniels, yeah, gets the
Mhm.
ball, and then he finally realizes like they're actually running a play, and then apparently that guy was like supposed to like have man on man with the guy that caught the ball.
And then he was the one who fucking tipped the ball.
Yeah,
If
he
you watch
tipped
the
it
video, he
over to the
comes
guy-
in
yeah.
and he tips it up to the guy
Yeah.
he's supposed to be
It was-
guarding. It was
It
unreal.
was so fucking.
If I was the coach, I'd cut that guy as soon as we get to the locker room. I
Yeah.
mean, that's crazy.
Yep.
As Daniels was throwing the ball, he's flipping to guys in the stands. It's like, dude, you get paid
Like-
so much money. You have one job.
Yeah.
Cover that
Every
fucking guy.
Every team has a fucking Jameson Williams.
Anyways,
Dumb. Fucking player.
I wanted to say it to make matters worse. 10 minutes after Aaron's squeaked one out comment, I get a knock on the door. And
Oh
it's,
my-
you know, it's Sunday afternoon. Like, who the fuck is knocking on my door? So I'm going up to the fucking door, and this fucking lady is like peeping Tom looking through our fucking windows. So I'm like, who
Weird.
the fuck is this? And our baby is in the middle of the living room. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I made sure she wasn't somebody I knew. It was an old lady. And so I opened the door, and sure enough, she's got Kamala pamphlets in her hand. And it's not political. If this was somebody hanging out Trump thing, I would do the same fucking thing. So she was like, "Oh, hi, how you doing?"
Yeah.
She's like, are you have you voted yet?" And I was like, "No, I haven't. I'm just still fucking pissed at Aaron." And so
just fuming at Aaron, dude.
and so she asks, "Are you voting for Kamala?" And I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "Yeah." And she was like, "Oh, good." And I was like, "You want to know why I'm voting for Kamala?" I said, "After I found out that my tax money or my money from my paycheck is going to go for transgenders in jail." She goes, "Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah, that's a good cause." And I was like, "Yep." I was like, "Hey, you want to know what else I don't appreciate?" I was like, "You looking through my windows when me and my family are trying to watch some football and have a good Sunday." And she goes, "Oh, oh, oh." She's like, "Sorry about that." And she's like, "Do you want these?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "Have a nice day." And I fucking shut the door. And
You seriously said all
Nice.
that, dude?
yeah,
Good for
she
you. Fuck that
and
bitch.
then she was so old. She parked her car. We have a long driveway at the end of the fucking driveway. And it took her like 10 minutes to get to her car. And so I'm just fuming and I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe too much. And then I got mad again and I was like, fucking A. And then I like
It's
gave myself enough
literally
time.
like
I gave myself enough time to cool down and she's still walking to her car. I was like,
you're
dude,
like, she's been here so long. I've been mad and felt bad twice.
holy fuck.
At that point, you should have just fucking ran
And
her
then
over.
I hopped me up, I hopped in my car and I fucking T-boned her when she was
Fucking, fucking speed bumped her.
So I just don't under. That's fucking crazy. I
It
don't
was
know.
my
That's
first door
crazy.
to door. I mean, I've been getting, like I said in the
The
previous
fucking
episode,
audacity,
I've been getting
though.
the
Like,
mail like crazy. That was my first peeping Tom.
Yeah, but
the
you
whole,
don't have
like,
a.
the whole, I thought this whole shit was like I actually like did not even really fathom that the election was like coming up or really think about it until now. And now everyone's like, "Oh, vote early." I'm like, "Vote early for what?" And they're like, "The president." I'm like, "Oh, it's real. We have to make a decision."
You just thought you were gonna listen to those radio ads and watch those TV commercials for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'm
It's
just so sick
all
of
over the
hearing.
radio, dude.
I'm just so sick of hearing.
Yeah.
I was a blue collar worker.
Yeah.
I worked at a McDonald's like everybody else. It's like, bitch, you were putting fucking people in jail for smoking weed.
Comma is for they, them. Trump is for you. Still the greatest fucking slogan ever.
Bamala.
So stupid. Did you guys see him on watch him on Trump or on Rogan?
No,
No,
not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I
It
saw
was a
the Hulk.
fucking masterpiece.
I saw
Yeah.
the Hulk.
I watched
Uh,
the first 30 minutes of it and then actually it was before the hockey game, so I had to stop and I haven't picked up back on it, but I thought the first 30 minutes was pretty good. I mean, he wasn't like this
it
feel
just
like he seems like he's a lot more calm this time around. Like not
Well, the
doing any
thing is
dumb
too,
shit
like I feel
or
like, yeah, I feel like going to those rallies is probably just fucking nerve-wracking, though. You know what I mean? On top of already been almost being assassinated 2 times, like.
yeah.
So he probably, is a lot more relaxed than just sitting in the fucking Joe Rogan studio. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
ripping
it's got to be
fucking
crazy at those rallies because you're surrounded by like a bunch of asexual incels on the perimeter with high-powered rifles, just like in between fucking hitting what's it called? Galaxy gas. They're like
Shut the fuck up.
they're on live stream like hitting Galaxy gas with AR-15 like I'm gonna take the shot. Oh fuck.
Oh my gosh.
So what's the deal with Galaxy Gas? It's just whippets, right? It's just
I think so, yeah.
right. It's just flavored, right?
Yeah,
Say
it's
I like how it's like making its way back around. Like that, whippets have always been around.
and they're
Yeah.
definitely illegal. I think the Galaxy gas, like it's actually used to like make whipped cream. So it's
Yeah,
essentially
flavored,
yeah.
Mhm.
I was at
Yeah.
the liquor store the other day,
What the
and they
fuck?
had like it
Right
looked
from
like
the fucking source, dude.
it looked like a fucking scuba tank. This thing was literally
I know.
like the diameter of a 2 liter.
Wait, they were
soda.
selling it at the liquor store?
Yeah, dude.
Oh
they
my
sell all this shit.
god. That's crazy. I haven't seen him in the wild yet.
Oh, make flavored whipped cream. I was like, no,
I haven't either.
You're standing around on a fucking
At
was
the
that kid
liquor
that made it
store too. Let's go to the
famous?
liquor store. We're gonna make some whipped cream.
yeah.
That's for getting fucking zoinked, dude. Oh my god, I saw a couple videos of dudes just turning into fucking oh I'm not just full blown after they hit it, dude. They just fall over and
Well, yeah, you're starving your brain of oxygen.
yeah. I do think coming back
Check that one. You have to have a pharmacist weigh in.
coming back to no, I'm not gonna talk about that actually. That's just gonna get into
Why not?
more politics stuff. Plus I was hoping Bees would be here to riff on it. Maybe I'll bring it up when he gets back. But do you guys have any weekend stories?
Dude,
And
I
weekend
don't even
recap?
ask me.
Aaron?
Didn't do anything again.
Nope, just work.
We're getting ready to go.
Just working.
We're getting ready to go to on a little road trip tomorrow. We're going to Kelly's sister's for a few days. So
Where's that at?
that's why we kind of just stayed in this weekend. But it's over in Sheboygan, Wisconsin,
Oh, okay.
right on Lake Michigan. It's like
Yeah,
a
Mistake
what
by
is
the
it?
lake.
2 hours?
Door-
Yeah,
door-
2 hours from here.
Door County, like that area.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh no, it's not. It's south of Door County.
Oh,
Door County's north. You
That's
fucking
where-
idiot.
I don't know Wisconsin's
You
topography that
fucking
well.
idiot.
Well, you're talking to a fucking Wisconsin citizen, Dylan. By the way, congrats.
Card carrying member.
Yeah, dude.
A fucking official resident, dude.
Gotta
You
start driving
You know
like
what?
shit.
You know what the test is to be. You gotta blind taste test cheese curds and guess the company.
yeah, it's like
or
white.
or be
This is
like,
definitely Old Farmville. No, it's not. No, it's not.
You're like, this is from a Shetland Highland cattle cow.
who is the last 2 starting quarterbacks for the
Yeah.
Green
Oh
Bay
my God.
Packers?
Before Brett Favre.
What
That's-
year did Barry Mohormowitz run for the fucking 756 yards?
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Wisconsin gets it bad.
So it's a Friday night. You're in
What's that?
Minocqua. Tell me, what bar are you going to?
How many cops are from here in Escanaba on 135?
Holy
27.
fuck, that is hilarious.
That's awesome.
But no,
dude.
it was really easy, man. I just gave him my old ID and fucking, bippity boppity boo.
You turned in your Michigan license for a Ascani one, eh?
Yeah, that's
Did they? Well, they punched a hole in it that said void.
Oh,
Oof.
I got a little sad, but
Brutal.
the new license plates are not plates. The new licenses in Wisconsin are actually kind of cool.
Did you get to keep your void license?
Yeah, I still have it.
You should make it into guitar picks. Save them.
just a
Ooh.
guitar pick with your head on it.
That's a good
Mhm.
idea.
That's what I
That's
do.
a good idea.
All my expired driver's license, I turned to guitar picks. Well, then I eventually lose them like every other pick, but it's a cool pick for a while.
I just got the new Michigan license, and it looks fake. It looks like a fake ID.
Did you
Yeah,
get
that's
the
what
They-
somebody
they
actually
use
sent me one
They
and
use
said,
a thinner,
yeah.
a thinner plastic, and it looks almost like Indiana's did, which is fucking terrible because I hate
It's a weird thing that
I don't know where my wallet is, but yeah, I don't. It is like the new. I forget what they call it. It's like the
all the enhanced
ID something.
real ID,
Yeah, real ID shit.
Re-
Yeah, I don't
real
know.
shit ID.
real trap shit ID.
Trapaholics.
You real.
You got the damn son. Where'd you find this ID?
Datpiff.com ID.
Remember those songs where it'd be like a minute of just that, just the
just
intro?
ad libs, producer tags.
Real trap shit. Eventually, Wheezy's like,
You should lighter
I
flicks.
put the phone on my head. I got a headphone.
So
Bars.
I wanted to bring up the 5 fucking Marquette diddlers. Well, I guess they're not all from Marquette, but
Dude, yeah, let's.
isn't that crazy? So if for the listener, Marquette police coupled with like the FBI and fucking Chris Hansen caught 5 dudes for essentially what you see on, Chris Hansen's shows. It's just child exploitation and actually human trafficking, really.
Chris Hansen.
There's a guy from Gwyn, guy from Marquette, guy from Iron Mountain, actually a guy from Wausau, and one from Kalamazoo. But the
Jeez.
craziest thing about it was one of them was a coworker of mine that I'd be in the news. I didn't see it coming. I really didn't.
Those guys, you guys were boys or what?
No, I mean we talked quite a bit. I'm not going to get
Really?
into what he did, but he did something that he
You
had
guys
an old career that interested me, so we should talk about that a lot.
Mm.
but it's just crazy. I mean, I was like, this is like the first time I've known somebody that close that you just don't know what's
Yeah,
going on behind closed doors, you know? It's
yeah.
fucking crazy. But
I got-
looking at their offenses, they're fucked.
Yeah. Speaking of
It's
to catch a
gross.
predator type stuff, man, those social media videos where they
Oh
got
yeah.
those guys just
Yeah.
like they're like kind of investigators. It's like a private company. I don't even know if it's a company or just an Instagram
Dude.
page.
Dude, I
They
don't
just
think those
fucking
guys
go
are
out and they have like
investigators.
celebrities, like the one I sent you guys that had like Akon singing a song.
Yes,
Like he was
yes.
like making up a song about them going to jail or something like that, and then
You're a piece of shit, motherfucker.
yeah, dude, it's fucking absolutely
That
insane.
That,
that I don't know how to feel about. I
dude.
think
Weird.
I think we've
It's
talked
you
about that
want to.
before, but those videos are very strange because it's like you're mad at this individual, and it's just like kind of how I feel. You know, I like there's no way I'm gonna try to feel bad for the guy that I knew,
No,
but
Mhm.
in some ways, when you see his
Walmart.
picture,
You're just
it's
like,
like
what? Yeah.
you come back to like the person you knew, and like you know, it's like man, that's sad, but it's not. Obviously, I don't feel bad for him, but those videos, it's like obviously this person was just about to meet or wanted to meet an underage kid, and then he just
Mhm.
gets his fucking bell rung by like that one that I said a couple episodes ago. That one guy hit him over the head with a pumpkin, and he just like got
or there's
knocked out.
there's
And
that
half
one
these
that
guys look full blown.
yeah.
Like half these guys that are coming to try to meet kids look like their mom dropped them off at the mall, and they're need to get back for dinner, but they're in their 40s.
Like
Well,
they
they're
just
and
took their helmet off to meet a 14-year-old.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
well, and they also that one they do some pretty belittling stuff to these guys, which is pretty hilarious. They dressed up that old guy as a clown. And like gave him like a fake check, like he won $1 million, and like yeah, dance, dance,
That I
dance.
agree with.
And
That
they like
those
pull
are
open
funny.
they pull open the notebook, is like, is this you? And they're like, their face goes white, and you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're a
That
piece
I
of shit,
that I can
dude.
watch those and be like, yeah, good for those guys. But not when they're fucking uppercutting some guy that doesn't even
Yeah,
know what he had for
yeah.
breakfast this morning, dude. Like some of these
Yeah.
guys are
It's weird though. It's weird.
on the trum.
Count the potato.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, Tony. I think it's like because I think it's like a little bit different because like you personally know the guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, I think advice for him: take that check that Kamala's gonna give you and just be a girl.
Oh yeah, Dad, dude.
Harder for
People like
yourself.
that aren't
I don't know.
Loose
I
buttholes
feel,
for sure
I
in the
feel
near
like
future.
I don't know what I would do if I busted somebody for like doing that, you know. But I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would like throw a complete bicycle on them in a
Yeah.
Walmart or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what these guys are doing.
Right.
I'm always just afraid why also I don't I mean, I've not been given the opportunity to fight, but like bar fights I don't understand because you could literally kill that person.
You came close, and that dude pulled you off.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
bar
that's
stool.
true. That's true. I did
Coulda
get
ki-
thrown off
coulda
a bar
killed you right
stool.
there.
Yeah.
People in that same bar, or what? I don't remember what bar you were in, but
I was in Roxy's.
yeah.
But it's like, you
People in
know,
the bar across the street have died that way.
yeah,
so-
you could kill somebody and then your fucking life's over because you wanted to be tough on a Friday night
Yeah, and
in
you
a small
fucking-
town, or
That won't
you
do it.
wanted to bust somebody.
It's fucking. It's a tough way to I think you normally get like involuntary manslaughter, but it's still fucking
Yeah.
brutal.
Hmm.
Yeah, and you have to live with like killing someone, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to
On a lighter
to,
note,
to
it's
stay
supposed to be like
on-
80 degrees this week here.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's gonna be high 70s or something.
Fuck you.
But then it's like 3 days of rain or something, so I'm not fucking holding out.
Maybe maybe it'll be better up here then. I mean, it hasn't been too bad. Which, by the way, is it the next time? The next time the listeners hear us after this time, it'll be fucking daylight savings.
Oh my god, dude.
I think, right? Is it the
Really?
third?
Beating that dead horse.
Is it the third? Then that
Yeah,
it is next week.
It
Holy
is.
shit.
That's next Sunday. Brutal.
I thought it was
Just
this,
brutal.
Yeah, no, it's this coming Sunday, isn't it?
Or yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm trying to find this guy. So I found him in a group chat on Facebook. One of those you know you're froms. And I was very confused because I saw the tail end of the conversation. He had posted several times in this group chat. And the message I wrote, I was like, what in the fuck is going on? So I will just say he's from Montonagan. I don't know who this is, but he is frustrated because he lives on a road where the school bus goes down and people are apparently driving too fast past the school bus when it's either stopped or but he put on this his group chat. Let me find it. He said, and I quote, "Happened again. Bus lights means stop." He gave the time, he gave the date. The bus driver even honked. He gave the car description. It's dangerous. The cops have been notified. It's too dark, blah 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 blah. So he notifies the cops that this person, I agree, you should stop when the bus stops. Fuck it. There are so many pieces of shit in this town. I will be bringing a rifle every time I go wait for the bus. No more warning. Put my kid's life at risk. I will return the favor. Try me. I will be on my property. It is hunting season. I'm wearing orange. I am 100% in my rights to open carry. I will not be racking off warning shots.
Wow.
There is, you know,
You're talking about murdering a.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now, usually on this
in front of children.
in front of kids, yeah.
In front of children.
So usually in this group chat or this Facebook group, there's tons of engagement.
What's the group called?
Tons of it's the You're from Montonagan page.
Oh yeah.
Tons of engagement on this when there's like, shit
Dude,
like
you
this
post
that
something.
happens.
Yeah, you post something like this, you're gonna get a lot of action.
The thing is, he didn't, which is crazy.
It's crickets. That's
he got 2 likes on it.
Who were the people that liked it?
No one we know.
No one we know. Yeah.
So the same day. So after that, he's bringing a rifle. Same day. All caps, bus lights means stop. After a wonderful discussion with some state troopers, a county cop will now patrol the road for the morning bus, and state trooper will be patrolling it for the afternoon bus. No, I did not get in trouble as I did nothing wrong. I will, however, apologize for worrying other parents. The point wasn't to make you think I'd hurt any kids. The point was that your kids are already in danger from careless drivers. Either way, my goal is accomplished. So that's the post that I saw originally, and I was like, whoa, this kid's hurting kids. What's going on? So then I've been kind of just monitoring this. Here we go. This is as nice as I can put it. This is fair warning. Delete if you want. Please don't ban me. But this message will not be lost. Thank you for the feedback. That's more than most. I will not repost if you believe my changes to this post still don't meet standards. Look, if you want a fight, an argument, or if you really just want to risk your life, by all means, come find me. I love the chance at closure. Think before you mess with someone you don't know. People like me will turn their entire attention to making your life unbearable.
Is this somebody we know?
No.
I feel like I didn't read this. Is this some guy that moved to town that's just like...
I'm not sure.
Is it still up? Can I see, or is he just
it might be. I don't know. But there's another one. Boy, between posting about bus safety for kids and informing the public of a horrible business. He's business shaming. I've had over a dozen posts removed and been banned from 2 hometown groups. Oh, they banned him. Yeah, because I'm on his actual page right now. That makes sense. I found about half a dozen local trolls. Also figured out which friends would fight for me the same way I would and have fought for them. Keep eating crayons, you special creatures.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
And there's more. There's like 4 more, but I think I'm just beating a dead horse here.
Keep beating that horse, man.
This is unreal. Oh, he retired. Okay. This account is no longer an informative profile. It is henceforth solely dedicated to laws and rights. My opinion on these idiots and must prevalently the issues surrounding the safety of getting kids on and off the bus.
A noble cause.
I'm officially retired. Thank you,
Yeah.
assholes of Ontonagon. You know who the fuck you are, and you know where I live. If not, ask around. I'm not hard to find.
Dude.
What the
Pieces
hell,
of
dude?
shit definition. Someone who corrects accidental grammar mistakes. Someone grammar corrected him, dude. Oh shit.
He's on top of that.
Oh, that is hilarious. Calling people pussies. Ooh. Also, he calls out a local. That's funny. Fuck Chris
Uh-oh.
Schultz for being not just a piece of shit, but also a fucking coward.
Oh, I found him.
I stopped by around 10 a.m. yesterday at your shitty shop. Must not be too concerned with customers or your threats. You know where the fuck I live. Don't play dumb. Damn. I'm going to go ahead and say after reading all these that I fully support this individual and that I'm just trying to make him famous here.
You don't endorse violence.
No, but I might support him.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
Wow.
You found
Sorry,
it?
what?
You found it?
Dude, there's
Chris, you
shares-
left at the worst possible moment.
there's-
Damn it.
there's
Oh, I'm sorry.
Three-
What did I
three-
miss?
3 people shared this.
There's a guy just fuming on you know you're from Ontonagon Facebook page,
Really?
threatening people because they're not stopping when the bus stops. Like actually threatening to kill them, saying he's bringing his rifle out to the bus stop every time.
Well, I mean, does he have kids in school?
I would assume so.
I think he's just a public defender.
Or is he just a deranged old guy? He's like, oh, I'm going to the bus stop with my AR-15.
That's kind of the long and short of it, actually.
Wow.
Again,
Yeah.
I fully endorse this man. Just kidding. Don't kill me. Don't find me and kill me.
That's his real name on there? Or that's just like
I don't know. It might be fake. That more that I'm looking at his profile. I don't know. No pictures of him, but he seems like he thinks that everyone knows who he is and where he lives. So
Have we checked the Google voicemail?
yeah, a couple farts. Nothing too crazy.
Oh,
No,
speaking
no farts. No, I think
have
it
ones.
it ended for not being used enough.
I do want to share some of my farts with our listeners.
You got some?
Yeah. I don't know if we can run them through, if I can run them through the mic, but I'll try.
All right, here we go.
Hi.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
got one?
gosh.
Hold on. Did you hear that one?
Yeah, do it again.
Hold on. This is my first one. This is called Fart Hits the Richter Scale. This is
This
one
is
of
you?
my Yep, this is one of my nicer pieces.
Wait for it.
You could have edited it. What the fuck, dude?
Wait for it. Oh, it's not playing. We can't hear it. We
Shit.
can't hear it. Oh, I thought we were
Oh,
waiting.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
My two
Your mic, yes.
I just have to
Dang.
email those to us, and we'll
All right.
we'll just
That's
put
a
them
bump.
randomly throughout the episode.
Yep.
Also another thing happened to me this weekend. Just a whirlwind of a weekend. Right after that old lady was looking through my windows, I went to the mailbox and I'm on jury duty in 2 weeks.
No.
Seriously?
No details on the case yet.
No, I mean I might not even get picked, but I have to go for selection.
If you want to get out of it, you can talk about the case right now.
I don't know the case. I haven't.
You can actually.
I'm not.
go
I
to
haven't been
jail right
selected,
now.
but I'm going to be selected or not selected. So hopefully I'm not selected.
Just so you know the guy.
Can't you just like claim religious exemption or something like that?
So I
Or
looked
say,
it up
like,
actually because I looked up. Can you show up to jury duty drunk? Just like maybe I'll just get piled and just show up and like get this guy out of here.
I think you'd be held in contempt of court if you do that. Like just showing up to the courthouse because it's
Well-
in the courtroom you meet. I believe.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. But it
We
said
can, ask, we can ask my mom. We can have my mom.
the
on.
AI overview. You know, you guys see that on Google. You type something in and the AI will just give you an
Yeah.
answer. This is what the AI gave me.
Yeah.
No, you should not show up to jury duty drunk.
It's just a man though. I'm telling you
In
that.
Michigan, you can be held in contempt of court, fined, or jailed if you accidentally miss jury duty. You can be disqualified, blah, 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 blah. Some acceptable excuses for missing jury duty include having a physical or mental disability, being over 75 years old, or
Done.
being unable to read or understand English.
You got 2 out of 3, so you're
So,
you're
yep.
right.
No, it's mandatory. Yeah. Jurors in Michigan are paid at least $30 a day or 15
Oh,
per half day.
dude, that's a lot of money in Aldi dollars.
That's brutal.
If it's like a 2 week trial, you know how many Arizona iced
Like a
teas you
dollar
can
an
buy for that?
hour.
I
$1
went
an
to
hour.
I went to North Carolina and I was part of I got paid to be part of the trial. You get paid if you miss work, you get paid for any part of it. I think I went for like a 3-day trial, came back, got paid $400 from the army.
Nice.
Damn.
Like, not bad.
I don't know if you ever told us that story. You don't need to tell it. Absolutely don't tell it now. But
Didn't I don't know if I did, but
yeah.
anyways,
I
my
remember
buddy I served with got in trouble for something he didn't do, and I had to go
you had to stand up.
account for his merit.
Did you make a T-shirt that said "free, whatever his name
Free
was"?
homie.
No, no.
He didn't
That'd be
do
the
it.
way to roll into court with like a suit jacket on and just that like free with like him and like the clouds with like doves flying behind him.
Or did you ever see that video of the guy in court and he's like, or it's like a board meeting, he's like, "Good evening, cowards."
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And then there's
Yeah.
that woman in the back. It's like, hey, you can't act like that in here.
Well, he's like,
There's always that one lady
He's
in the
like, I
back.
haven't-
that
He's like,
fucking
shut
has
up, you
pants.
disgusting piece of slime.
I stand in front of these fat, disgusting pigs.
Yes, dude, he ripped them.
Hey, you can't say that. There's always that one lady.
Free speech.
I like her when he's singing away from the mic too.
What?
It sounds just like it when you do it away from the mic.
All right, I did get Chris's fart, but it might have to be just for the listener because my mic also does the same thing.
You can send
But
it to me, dude.
I'm gonna
Send it to
play.
me. My shit's good.
Oh yeah, Chris, send it to Aaron. I'm gonna play it just for the listener,
There's a lot of evidence floating around.
and then I'll have the reaction of all of us.
It smells like shit in here already.
This is the Richter scale.
No, it didn't.
That
We
little,
did the
I
full.
thought I heard it.
It only gave
I
a
heard
part
it
of it.
clearly.
All right, well, that's just for the listener because my mic will pick it up through Audacity.
See,
So
I'm
that's
telling you, it didn't
that was a
catch-
pretty good one. Now we'll get. Here we go. Here we go. Full group reaction. I can hear your fucking greasy after.
can feel his heart rate increase because his blood pressure's going up and pushing so hard.
Dude, that's good
Oh,
actually. See, I take pictures and maybe record myself like having diarrhea. But I never thought of parts.
We want to get into that has to be at Failures at Night, dude. We can't show that to
Yeah, that's
non-paid.
true. That's true.
fucking-
That's true. And we could
start
really
start a OnlyFans for that shit.
Yeah,
dude.
that's true. That's true. I haven't had
Fuck, I didn't know it was muted.
I haven't had too many crazy ones as of late, which is nice because that means no diarrhea. But
Yeah, that's good. Good.
we've also been eating a little cleaner last couple weeks.
Yeah,
too much
full
takeout.
diarrhea.
I should probably just go to the doctor, just get tests, like see what something's wrong with me. Every time I eat out anywhere, it's just bad.
It's all right, dude. It's all right.
Speaking of eating out,
I mean, if you have IBS, there's nothing you can really do about it. Actually, there's literally nothing you can do about IBS.
yeah.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Just
All right.
besides-
What about failures
Yeah,
at night?
you cannot eat
That
them.
was oh wait, Chris, did you send another one?
Yep.
Chris has another one. All right, let's rip it.
I heard that one.
Dude. You know what that sounds like?
What's that?
You ever see those? Aaron, play that again. You ever see those videos of people skipping rocks on like ice on like lakes? You know what I'm talking about?
Very good. It actually kind of sounds like a pack of black cats going off.
Dude,
Yeah, it's kind of impressive. Well, hey, welcome back to Failure at its Finest Hour. We are sponsored, hopefully soon, by Rolaids.
Yeah, there you go.
Imodium, Pepto Bismol, Pepsid AC. Was it Nexium? No, Nexium's heart, isn't it? What's the purple one
Oh.
you used to take, Tony? Omeprazole.
Omeprazole. Yep.
Yeah, one of the side effects of that, I'm pretty sure, is like sudden death.
Probably dying.
Yeah, I think Travis told me that one. He's like, dude, you shouldn't take that. One of the side effects
Okay,
is sudden death.
You guys aren't probably gonna be
Dude,
able
if
to.
it has a TV, or you have to holy fuck, if it has a commercial on TV, it's probably gonna have terrible side effects.
All right, let's rip it.
If it has a commercial on TV, it's probably gonna have terrible side effects. If it has a commercial on TV, it's probably gonna have terrible side effects. If it has a commercial on TV, it's probably gonna have terrible side effects.
Well, I think the funniest one, I think we fucking talked about this in our opener about the fucking migraine. No, I was talking to a coworker. There's a commercial right now that's playing. I forgot which channel, but there is migraine medicine, and the side effects is headaches, which is unreal.
Come on,
That's an
dude.
airing commercial that's playing right now. Again, I forget which channel, but I really only watch like
Hey, this could really help you or make it
Antidepressants
fucking
do that
worse.
too. One of the side effects of antidepressants is depression
is depression.
or thoughts of killing yourself.
Just wild.
Like, what the fuck?
But wanted to talk about eating out because Escanaba again, Chris. I wish Chris was here. There's a new. I'm gonna hear your guys' thoughts on this. So I don't know how new this is. It just opened, so I think this probably has been in the news for a while. So this is not could not be news for people. But Escanaba has a new restaurant for those who love macaroni and cheese. I Heart Mac and Cheese is the name of the restaurant, and it's essentially mac and cheese meals, like different kinds. I don't have actually. Let me look up the menu.
It's not going to be better than the dumpster water grill.
No, definitely not. All right. Oh, it's a chain? Fuck, I didn't know that. It's a fucking chain. Fuck me. Buffalo Blue. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Buffalo Blue mac and cheese, chicken parmesan mac and cheese,
Ooh.
lobster and white truffle mac and cheese, short rib Philly mac and cheese, skinny sweet and spicy bowl mac and cheese. Build your own. Son of a bitch, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it does sound good.
I didn't know it was a chain though. I thought it was just like some people in Escanaba were just like, fuck it, mac and cheese. But I thought that was
Yeah.
interesting. So, Chris, do you have that Reddit story
Yep, I got a
up?
couple. I got a couple ghost stories, little
We have some.
things. I was looking into ghost stories because I was looking on some of these subreddits, and a lot of people are saying that like in Fallujah, in Iraq, and a lot of places where there's a lot of these like bad killings, there's a lot of paranormal shit that happens. So, um, the first thing I'll say before I get into some of these stories is I was just reading on this subreddit about some of these encounters that guys were having on guard shift in Fallujah. And Fallujah is like infamous for some of the most bloodiest battles, even between Iraq or not Iraqis, but like like the military forces that were not American. Just people have been killing each other for years there. Basically, there's all these encounters of, you know, small arms fire from, small groups of people, like three-man cells of guys, and all of a sudden, they'll go and like push on and attack these guys, and it'll be like shadows dancing in the mountains, just
Damn.
and some people like will see like they'll take small arms fire. There's like an encounter of these guys taking small arms fire, and like a whole group of guys were like storming their gate, and they were like, okay, we're gonna go kill these guys, and they shot them all, and they went up to go look at the bodies, and all the bodies were gone after they shot them all.
Holy shit.
So there's a lot of like encounter, and there was one where it was saying like they were driving down a road that got blown up a lot, and as they were driving down this road that got blown up a lot, they saw this Marine who was just like in full gear, like just walking down the road, like so confused. And then they drove like right through him. And it was just like they could tell that it was just like a Marine who didn't even know he died because it happened so quickly.
Jesus.
So, anyways, the one that I found pretty interesting was right here.
I never thought of like paranormal shit happening at like battle sites.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a
Getty.
there's another one that I'll read you, but there's some just interesting stuff from World War II, especially in Germany, at the military bases in Germany, and and like uh where places that they were buildings that had gotten shelled and shot up in the 40s and then drywalled over, or the wall had gotten repaired, and then these military guys are in their old, like, their office building, and they find out that, like, there was a wall that got walled over from a wall that got blown up, and there was a command team that got blown up in that room, and the ghost of that command team still haunts the building. And they also were stating in that building they had gotten like a new coin rack at night, like late in that evening. Like, a few of the senior leaders had brought a new coin rack up to their office, and a coin rack is like a something you hang on the wall that presents all like your different military awards and stuff. And they had put the coin rack up, and when they came in that morning, most of the coins had gotten put in the rack. And they
Oh
checked
shit.
they checked the security cameras, and between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. the cameras went out, but the motion alarms didn't go off. But the only thing that went off was that there was a temperature change in the room when it had happened between 2 to 4.
Whoa. That's
Yeah.
fucking cool.
Yeah. So then here's this one too. So this is, I don't even have a name. I feel bad. It just says Brad at the bottom. So it says there was a small village, mostly shelled, about an hour's drive out of Haditha. It had probably 20 homes and buildings in it. We went there to search for an IED maker. We cordoned off the village when we cleared it out, and we found our guy under a stack of like 10 of those floor mats that they would all lay on. For those of you not in the know, imagine this super shitty mattress. They would spread them all out on the floor at night, sleep, and stack them during the day. Anyways, he was hiding underneath them. We pulled him out of the house and he wasn't too excited. As we were kind of wrestling him into the 7 ton, what we all believed was his mother went insane, like possessed. She was screaming and flinging dirt in our face and ripping her clothes. She pointed at each of us, and I swear to God, she put a curse on us. One of my buddies there, uh, my buddies there, every single one of us still has this insane nightmare with this Iraqi lady in it.
Whoa,
The
I just got
dreams are extremely
goosebumps.
real, and each of us wakes up in cold sweats and feel paralyzed. This was over 15 years ago. I
Oh,
have yet to explore this with my VA shrink.
Dude, I have goosebumps like crazy right now.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Goose pimples, eh?
Oh my God. Yeah, I do. Just literally all over my body right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I found that interesting. And then I also found there's reports of like these giants, like um Dylan, I know you can attest to this too. Like doing guard shift at like 2 in the morning in the field, or in like an
Hmm.
environment when you're beyond tired, when you're in like it's like a different state of existence that you're in. And
Yeah.
um like, you ever just like, you remember looking, like, it's like the still of the night and you're looking through your NVGs at like just like the dark woods, and you're like, if
Yeah.
something right now, I would shit a fucking brick.
Hear a single twig snap
Yeah,
50
seriously.
yards away from you.
Seriously.
So I kind of have that's good that a good little scene you just drew up because last night when I was shutting the house down,
Oh, dude, don't even start.
no, I didn't see anything, but I was
Let's keep this shit to Baghdad, dude. I can't be.
no, I was imagining it, not actually seeing it. But when I shut the house down, I don't know if it was the moon was bright or something, but I could see my porch. I could see my porch pretty clear as day.
Yeah.
From the living room. Would it be creepier or scarier to see one person or like three or four, like perfectly like separated? You know what I'm talking about?
One.
Yeah.
When
one
you're
I
in that guard shack and you look at the tree line, and you see one guy just like slowly walking out, or imagine like three guys. Because then again, I guess you would think three would be like, okay, this is a group of people just coming to
Yeah.
fuck with the base. But imagine yourself like shutting your house down and the lights shut off and you can see like in your yard. Shut the lights off, your eyes adjust. What if you saw three guys just standing outside or just one person? Like, what's scarier? And don't think of
Mm.
Probably
like,
one.
obviously three is worse because there's more than one and the threat's higher. Think of like just a creepy, like, would you want, I don't know. I was thinking about that last night. I was kind of like in my spooky zone and I
What
saw
do
the
you rank?
porch. I was like,
Let's do a ranking. What's
would
scary?
one guy be? Yeah, yeah, there you go.
One guy could be a ghost or a demon. 3 guys get the shotgun.
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
Yeah.
mean. That's like you kind of,
There's thr-
but I'm thinking of like one guy in a hooded cloak or 3 guys in a hooded cloak. You know, that's what I'm trying to think of. Don't think of like the actual literacy or you know, like 3 guys, they're probably just home invaders.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about actual
Yeah, dude.
like guys hooded, 3 hooded dudes on your porch or 1 hooded dude on your porch. Like
Dude, I can't-
scarier to
Still
see.
one.
I can't even
Still
like
one.
I can't even watch.
I think it might be 1 too.
Because like 3, like I don't think it's gonna be any more scary to see 3 people. You know what I mean? Like you're just gonna be scared because there's people on your deck and like you don't know why they're there. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
So we can come back, relay this. So I don't know who it was. We don't need to say his name, but we can just tell the story. So there was a story about it actually was in Marquette. It was an old, I don't know, was it a sane asylum? Was it that crazy?
It's the I think I know. Are we catching
They're
the same group
apartments
here?
now, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was. I think it was an old mental hospital.
A hospital,
It wasn't
yeah.
like an asylum where
Oh,
it was
even
like just
better.
people wander around mumbling. But it was. I mean, mental hospital. We probably get a little bit of that too. But
Yeah.
it was a mental hospital, to my knowledge.
And it was abandoned for many years, many years, like maybe even decades. But they're apartments now, and apparently that place is haunted. But we know somebody that, and I think maybe it's bullshit, or maybe like he knows somebody that this happened to, but they broke into it, which it was broken into a lot since it was abandoned for so
It was
long.
a tuberculosis sanatorium.
All right, so that's even, yep, that's right in the alley of fucked up.
Yeah, it's right down. It's right down the wheelhouse.
So
ACOX.
apparently, when it was abandoned, people would break into it, and we know somebody. Again, I think it's bullshit. It might be he knows somebody that did this, saw this. He went to the basement, and there was a fucking fire going in the basement, like a fire pit, and there was like a bunch of people in hoods, like circling around the fire. And
What?
yeah, so now here comes the question again. You go down to that basement. So because that's creepy, right? You go down to the basement, there's
Yeah.
fucking people in hoods around a
Well,
fire.
Let alone a fire, and no, like it wasn't in like a fireplace.
Right,
You're
it was
having
just a
firefights in a sanatorium.
Fire happening. Yep. So you don't know what the fuck's going on, what's getting burnt. But what's scarier? You go down there and there's one guy in a hood by a fire, or fucking 5.
What if he saw a premonition? It wasn't even real.
It could have been not real,
Smoke inhalation.
which I like to see if, you know, if there's other encounters like that. Like if someone else is,
What shit you see in life
because
is real.
that has been broken into a lot, that building. Now it's apartments. I don't know who the fuck would want to
Yeah.
live there after finding out it was a
I
Well-
like my chances a whole lot better versus 1 cultist versus 5.
I'll say this about like ghosts. and
See, Aaron,
that.
you're thinking about it the wrong way, man. You keep thinking of it as a threat.
Yeah. I'm thinking about you guys talked about the Shishwa Point Lighthouse, and I missed missed that episode. And to add a very valuable point about that episode is that I've always had a hard time detecting the presence of something creepy.
Me too.
And Shishwa Point, to be exact, they're one of my clients. I'm a security vendor, and I have an alarm system in that whole place. And multiple times I've been in there in dead silence by myself for hours at a time. And until recently of us reading about it and learning about it, I didn't even know it was haunted. I didn't know there was spooky shit that went on there. I didn't know there was I didn't even know about Captain or Joseph Townsend.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of that, and I never felt like spooked about it. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck?
Mhm.
What, am I missing something here?
Yeah, you're like, why didn't anything happen to me?
Or is it Cap?
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. But
You
I
know?
think people, I mean, we'd have to get Zach Baggins on to ask him and his
Dude,
and his
I read
crew.
something crazy about Zach Baggins. Have you ever noticed how he wears glasses now?
Yeah.
There was an episode where he locked himself in this extremely haunted, like possessed house. And he had like a ton of interference and a ton of crazy shit happen to him, like where he had to like yell and like scream at this fucking thing. And then
Damn.
after it, like his vision was fucked up and he was seeing things in like prism, like reflections, and like he was his vision was screwed up after that night. And now he
Holy
has to
shit.
use like prism glass, like these special prism glasses that allow him to see because something happened that night
That
to
is
his
crazy.
eyes.
I
I'm pretty-
can't look at those guys the same after that one video, that spoof video. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting a headache. And the guy's like, I'm getting a headache too. He's like, oh, I just felt, you can't see anything. They're just saying like, oh, my stomach hurts. And they're like, it's a spoof. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they're not the real brave ones like Zach Bagans.
They do go into some crazy places. I will say that. Ghost real or not, I wouldn't want to be going in those fucking places.
Likewise. No fucking shot.
You guys have anything else?
Were we gonna read that story on Reddit? Or
Which
I
one?
I thought Chris did. Or was there another one?
No, a terrifying encounter while in Iraq, Camp Babylon.
Oh, that's a really good one. I couldn't find it. Did you?
Oh,
Was it in
yeah,
the
I
Snapchat?
have it right now. I can read it. It's full
It's a
of
really good
military
one.
jargon, so you guys will probably have to help me through it if you would.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a Reddit story on the subreddit Ghost Stories. It's pretty long. It's not that long, but so
Is it about Abu Ghraib and stuff?
I don't think that Camp Doha in Kuwait.
Was it?
It's the headline of the one. It's the one that you sent in the Snapchat and it got lost.
Yeah, it was the one he sent.
Might be very long.
It's titled "A Terrifying Encounter While in Iraq."
Hmm.
I was a
Right.
sergeant in the U.S. Army and ETSing, quote, getting out of the military when President Bush ordered more troops into Iraq in 2003. I had just returned home to Austin, Texas, when I was summoned into my local National Guard unit at Camp Mabry, and told that I was being recalled to the Army, but the unit was already tasked to deploy to Iraq. I was not a part of their unit yet, so the commander offered to give me a waiver to deploy with a government contractor, Halliburton, in Houston. I knew that I would make more money as a contractor, so I took the offer. Not long
That's
after
Dick
arriving in
Cheney's
Kuwait
company.
at Camp Doha, I began working with the operations team, overseeing logistics affairs, whatever that means. We would oversee the daily convoy of supply between Kuwait and Baghdad, a route riddled with IED incidents, small arms skirmishes, and almost constant breakdowns of Army and civilian vehicles. Because I was a SAW gunner in the 1st Infantry Division while on active duty and was technically still in the Guard, I was often in the convoys manning a mounted weapon that accompanied most civilian convoys. During these runs, we had a few strange encounters in an area south of Baghdad, known then as Camp Babylon. Occupied by French troops, but then designated an archaeological site for obvious reasons, Camp Babylon was set up in the area that was said to originally be inhabited by the famous Tower of Babel. Indeed, there were ruins that did look like a massive structure once stood at that spot. I had two strange incidents happen to me while passing through there. The first incident seems a bit benign, but sets the mood for the second. We were passing through Camp Babylon in the afternoon one day when our convoy took small arms fire. The SOP, the standard operating procedure, was to stop the convoy and return fire. This was because in the past, such incidents ended up being a lone gunman attempting to scare the convoy into running into IEDs on the road. Because of this, the standard operating procedure changed to stop the convoy, dismount, and return fire. While engineers looked for explosive devices on the road, we scanned the horizon for the enemy. Nothing. They most likely fled immediately. However, the ruins around Camp Babylon were alive with shadow figures that seemed to move about the area. Several times we would spot the figures, but they would immediately disappear. A contractor lying beside me with his weapon commented, "How odd that we are in the shadow of Babel and fighting the supernatural." I didn't respond, but knew he was a 32nd degree Mason who was really into arcane aspects of Babylon. I didn't feel at the time that much was supernatural, but I certainly did see the shadowy and bizarrely small figures dart about the structures. Once the
Those are
mood
the
is
ones I was talking about earlier.
okay.
Yep.
Should I continue
Yeah, you
on?
can fit just I guess more in detail.
Um, they were bizarrely small figures that darted about the structures. Once the road was deemed clear, we continued on to Baghdad. The second incident occurred about a month later. At this point, the weather in southern Iraq and Kuwait had turned quite cold at night. During this encounter, we had just completed the supply run to Baghdad and were returning back to Camp Doha, Kuwait, when a vehicle in our convoy broke down. Once again, we found ourselves right at Camp Babylon. While the army mechanics took a look at the vehicle and the rest of us took up fighting positions around the area, strange things began to occur. It started with the strange light bobbing in the desert. Thinking as a person with a flashlight, we used night vision goggles to watch. It was simply a glowing ball of light moving towards a set of ruins. After initial contact with the light, a few of us had moved forward away from the convoy to see what the source was. After seeing it was self-contained and not a person, we were a bit alarmed. Then we heard a sound that I will never forget. A long wailing began from one of the ruined structures not far away. It sounded like a woman in agony mixed with loneliness. On and on the sounds went on while we huddled cold in the dark, wondering what the hell we were listening to. With our night vision goggles equipped, we used our flashlights to spotlight the ruins. If you've ever done this, you know that a normal flashlight with night vision goggles looks like a massive beam of light. We scoured the area, but no source of the whales or the ball of light were seen. About at this time, we were told via radio that the vehicle was repaired and ready to roll, so we decided to return the convoy. I was throwing my saw over my shoulder when I noticed my contractor partner was staring at the ruins in horror. He was frozen. I shook him and he snapped out of his stupor, quickly leaving the area with the rest of us. Once we were back at camp, and it was pleasantly daylight the following morning, several of us were chatting about the encounter at Camp Babylon before our daily operations brief. It was then that I remember the terrified expression on the face of the contractor, so I asked him. He was still obviously traumatized by the event, but he managed to explain that as we were leaving our position on the sandy hill, he saw a tall black figure standing beside the ruins. It was watching us as we were looking for him, her, it. He said that he felt an instant wave of despair hit him and he thought that he was going to die. He didn't remember leaving the area. His next memory was in the Humvee headed back to Kuwait. I now write nonfiction books about haunted places for Llewellyn Publishing and have visited hundreds of reputedly haunted spots. But I'll never forget this wailing figure at the ruins of Babel. It's also worth noting that when I related this story to some of our Pakistani employees at Camp Doha and Camp Arif Jan, they all were also quite horrified. One of them, a translator called Ardi, said that we had encountered the jinn or a damn spirit and that we were lucky to be able to tell the tale. I agree.
Yep.
That's fucking great. Lucky to tell the tale is a wild way to end that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Fucking nuts.
being told by a local that.
Yeah, like you're lucky you lived because not many people do.
Yeah, they're
That's
like
insane.
surprised. They're like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Why?
Holy shit. That was good.
Crazy shit.
That was a good send off.
Being in the worst place in the world and encountering the worst.
Well, happy Halloween. Chris, what are the costumes this year?
Abel's a Fortnite guy.
Nice.
Bone character and skeleton guy.
Nice.
Lily's
Right.
vampire
Okay, nice.
bat for the witch for the little one. No, a witch for Addie and a bat for Grace. What is Lennon?
I think she's just gonna do a cat. Oh, there he is. He wouldn't go to sleep. Say hi.
No.
I'm gonna be a pile of leaves, and Molly's gonna be a leaf blower.
Nice. That's awesome, dude.
She said, "I'm sure." No, yeah, Lennon. I think we just got like cat ears. I mean, we're not. I think she has an appointment that day, but we're not going out or anything because she's just too young. I want to and just take all the candy, but
You can.
we're not going to. We're gonna
That'd be funny.
go to her checkup.
You
Well-
could pretend
Pretend to be what?
to be kid. Big kid. Yeah.
Me pretend to be a big kid?
Yeah.
You guys have anything else?
Nope.
This Halloween send off?
I'm good.
Can't wait to not fucking sleep tonight. After I got a dark
Scared.
figure at my bed. All right. is muted. Aaron's muted.
Keep the covers over your eyes. They can't get you.
Oh shit.
Good night.